Hello guys, welcome back to the Spicy Sweet Design channel, and this is going to be a review on the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, the X-Men, the House of X, Marvel's Omega Sentinel figure from the Marvel's Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave. And now I normally don't do Marvel Legends review on this channel. This is actually a special request by a viewer. At this point, this guy actually helped me out with a lot of legal information, so I decided I'm gonna do this review, just to give you guys my opinion about these type of products. Okay, so anyway, again, I'm not an expert with these kind of products, but obviously a lot of you guys actually buys these from my eBay store. I have a lot of these on my eBay store when I was selling them. I'm moving some of it over to Mercari, but then, you guys know that I have concerns about these type of products. So mainly because of the plasticizers. And looking at the packaging, well, I'm gonna do this review, so it's like I'm giving you guys different type of information from the product in general, stuff that other reviewers aren't talking about, so you can benefit from some information. Okay, other reviewers would mainly focus on the product itself. I'm gonna do something a little bit different, so bear with me. All right, so anyway, we have the packaging here. And we have the, these are the safety labels that they inserted in here with all the multiple languages. Basically, just a small parts, not for children under the age of 3. Of course, these things contains plasticizers. And telltale sign for, products that contain plasticizer is, when you leave the product inside the packaging and it's fully sealed, somehow the plasticizer can migrate out a lot quicker for some reason. You want to basically expose the figures to open air or ventilation. Now, why do I say that? It's because there's actually telltale signs here from the packaging. You can see these holes right here. Again, all the information is available on the internet. There's a guy who posted an article about how you can take care of figures or products that are plasticized, and you don't want the the toxic fume to accumulate inside the packaging. Basically, you create vent holes in the packaging. So obviously, the reason they do that is because obviously the company knows about plasticizers, so they cut these vent holes here to let the fumes, the evaporated plasticizer, come out. All right, and then on the packaging here, we also have all these safety labels. So apparently it's been tested by all these, safety standards to be confirmed as safe. Obviously, now they even label what the packaging is made from, kind of like, certain other companies. So obviously the box is made of paper, and the trays, these are made of PET, polyethylene, what's that? It's not theraphthalates. I think it's, I think it is polyethylene theraphthalates. Even though it has nothing to do with phthalates, it's just the word theraphthalates. It's got the word in it. So you can see right here, PET, right? These are the stuff that drink bottles are made from, soda bottles and stuff like that. So yeah, this is PET. It's number 1 on the recycling. That means it's very easy to recycle. And of course, we have the warning labels here. We have the back of the figure. Let's see. All right, so you got the bio right here on the back, right there, and then you got the figures here. I have actually seen all of them at the warehouse. A customer bought the whole set, and he built the Tri-Sentinel, which is actually really cool. The articulation is kind of limited, but it's like a giant thing. It looks cool. The gray parts on this figure is mostly hard plastic, but then the purple part, these are plasticized. So you have that. Like I said, if you saw my previous episode, the Old Man New Toy episode, I talked about the plasticizer parts. How many figures in here? Out the 7 figures in this wave, the Omega Sentinel is actually a brand new mold. I knew that because a customer showed me, and like in detail how this thing is a 100% new mold. So that's actually pretty cool. I actually confirmed that information by watching another reviewer's video, MCU Collector 24. Yeah, this thing is a 100% new mold. So that's actually quite impressive. Hasbro don't usually do that with the comic book figures, so that's cool. And yeah, the rest of it are not very impressive. I mean, the Magneto figure shares some parts with the older one. The Cyclops shares a lot of parts with the older Cyclops, but they gave him like new forearm gauntlets and then new belt and 2 new head scopes. Or the head scope could be like a recolor. So it's I think these 2 also share similar body types, Moira and Marvel Girl, which is kind of like that figure, the Gwen Stacy figure from the Spider-Man retro wave. I saw like 20 of those figures, so yeah. And then Xavier is like the super skinny body, which is super crap. I think it's the one from the Mr. Fantastic wave. I saw a couple of those too. Yeah, but now like I'm not selling these too much on Mercari anyway. I only got this one. Rob has transitioned to selling all his stuff on his Shopify store. So, and then the Wolverine, well, it's kind of weird. I think it's like a mixture of like a whole bunch of molds from the X-Force and the other ones. Yeah, this guy doesn't come with like too much stuff. It doesn't even have a Build-A-Figure part. So there's that. That's the whole wave. Which one do I recommend? Well, the guy who collects Marvel Legend told me to just review this one, because this one's a whole new mold. Everything else is just, you know, shared parts, reused parts, and stuff like that. I mean, that's very common when it comes to Marvel Legends. So anyway, so that's probably, these are information you probably don't get from other reviewers. Now to get to the stuff that's a little bit more common, like stuff that everybody talks about. So I mean, if you're just watching this video for like, you know, new information, you can probably end this video now, because everything I'm gonna say from this point on is probably gonna be stuff that other people have talked about. All right, so this figure has interchangeable arms right here. Of course, if you saw my previous video, you know the arms, the limbs, the head is all plasticized PVC. So yeah, so we're dealing with plasticizers, and most likely phthalates, 2-ethyl-hexyl or diethyl-hexyl. So yeah, one of the more toxic ones, because that's the common one that they use to plasticize PVC. So there you go. Let's go over articulation. We have a leg hinge right here. This is the ankle hinge, and then we have ankle rocker. Yeah, there we go. Pretty good ankle rocker. Now, just because the part is plasticized, you can still break it. You know, sometimes the plasticizer can evaporate to the point that where it's no longer flexible, so the plastic go back to its rigid property, and then at that point, you know, these pegs will snap. So basically, when it dries out, the parts will snap. So there we go. This one's actually pretty cool because it's got the pinless legs, so you don't see the pin. Very nice new technology right there. And then we have the thigh cut. We have the hip articulation right there. You can get this into a roundhouse pose. You just got to rotate the thighs like that, and then you can get a really, yeah. That's actually how I did it before. So you can get them to do these kind of stuff just by rotating the thigh. Unfortunately, with a figure like this, if you know the legs is just painted and sculpted like that way, you can't really do it. But like with other figures, you know, that doesn't have like any detailing, yeah, you can do that easily. So by rotating it. So there you go. You have that. No waist articulation, but we have a diaphragm joint. This one's actually really good. Yeah, you can lean back, kind of lean forward, not much, and then the arm can go perpendicular like that. This is like a separate piece. I think it's glued on. Yeah, it's most likely glued on. Arm can go perpendicular. We don't have bicep swivel, but we have elbow swivel. Single bend at elbow, hinge right here, like that. Well, she doesn't hold any weapons, so this kind of hinge is okay. If it's holding weapon, you want a hinge that go this way. Yeah, I mean, I review figures, so generally speaking, yeah, I'm just not super familiar with Hasbro products because I don't review a lot of Hasbro products. Not much credibility here. And we got the neck, which looks kind of weird when you move it all the way back like this. Like, what is that? I don't know. I guess this is not lollipop because you don't get to see the peg. But at some angle, it looks really odd. That's only with this head. If you swap it out with this other head. Again, I don't know much about the character other than the stuff that I read on Wikipedia. So, like, she's like a human that got modified, turned into a cyborg or robot, whatever. Yeah. I don't know what's up with this head sculpt. She's got the pigtails and stuff like that. I think the hair color is wrong, though. Like, from the comic books or the images I see online, the hair is supposed to be black. So, there we go. We have that. Yeah. And then you have interchangeable arms where you can attach these cannons, blasters, or whatever you want to call it. You can swap out these. You got one closed fist and one open hand. Plug this one in here. I mean, it's really cool. I think you can probably plug some effect parts in here, make it look better. But yeah, like a lot of people are saying, like this is probably one of the better release so far from Hasbro. Could be the best. This could be the best Marvel Legends figure of 2021. Yeah, because it's brand new molds, completely new molds. So there we go. Nothing reused here. Nothing at all brand new. Looks cool. Yeah, if you guys are okay with plasticized plasticized figures, you know, stuff like that, I think this is good. All right, so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Thanks for watching.